I call this special meeting of the Board of Education to order. Can people please make sure to turn the speakers of their computers off so we don't have feedback? Thank you. Mr. Walker, can we get a roll call, please?
Certainly. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
No.
Can I be heard? No? Do we hold until we have the sound worked out?
Let's do that. There we go.
Okay. Dr. Blau?
Here.
Ms. Heinrich?
Here.
Mr. Rich?
Here.
Ms. Fox?
Here.
Ms. Smith?
Here.
I myself am here. Ms. Weems?
Sean, there we go. There we go. Now we can hear. Can you call for Ms. Weems again?
I can't hear. I'm sorry.
Can you call for Ms. Weems again?
Terry Weems?
The sound is cutting in and out for the WebEx. Sure. Ms. Weems? Or just a second. Terry, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, great. From what city?
What city?
Ohio.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Then all are present and accounted for.
Thank you. We will now rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Is there a motion to approve the agenda? Ms. Heinrich.
I move that we approve the agenda for the special meeting closed session, Tuesday, June 1st, 2021.
Support.
It was moved to approve the agenda by Ms. Heinrich, seconded by Ms. Smith. Any discussion?
I can't hear.
Okay.
Oh.
I know that there are still issues being able to hear in the WebEx. So there was a motion by Ms. Heinrich, seconded by Ms. Smith to approve the agenda. Is there any discussion?
I didn't say collective bargaining strategy of Open Meetings Act, Public Act 267 of 1976.
No, not yet. This is just approving the agenda.
Oh, got it.
Seeing no discussion, can we get all in favor of approving the agenda, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, the motion carries. Moving forward to announcements. I don't believe that there are any announcements, so we will move into public comment.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Anna Rowley, and thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak to you today. I would like to address two issues, first as a parent in the district and second as a teacher in the district. So my son, who's a fifth grader in the district, and he's had a wonderful experience at FPS. Lunch and recess have always been one of his favorite parts of the day. However, over the years, he's often mentioned how long the lunch line was and how he had to scarf down his food to make sure that he was ready for recess. When I heard that the district was considering cutting down the lunch time to 25 minutes and recess to 15, I became extremely concerned. There are elementary students would be further deprived of adequate time to eat and to experience essential physical movement and social activity that they already missed out so much on this year. So I feel very strongly that we need to work on improving our children's lunch and recess, not shortening it. I would also like to address the issue of teacher salaries. I'm a resource teacher at Farmington High School. This is my second year in the district. And this year, I did not receive a salary increase or steps, all while putting in hundreds of hours outside of contractual time to support students, parents, and colleagues with everything from parent campus support to student wake-up calls. This, of course, took a toll on my own family, my own health, and I know that many of my colleagues would say the same. And while we've been asked to do more and more as teachers, our salaries have been stagnant. This year, we've heard over and over from our central office and the board how much you all value and appreciate us teachers. You've all said that recruiting and retaining talented and dedicated educators is the top priority for the district as well. I know that sometimes budget shortfalls force difficult compromises, and the teachers have, stepped up and sacrificed over and over again. But we have over 20% fund balance and more educational funding expected as well. Now's the time to show that you mean what you say. In order for our district to remain competitive and attract and frankly retain the best teachers, you must make this right and provide steps for next year as well as the year 2021. Please safeguard our students' lunch and recess and pay our teachers what they're due. Thank you so much for your dedication and to our district and the opportunity to speak to you tonight.
I can hear you, Kim. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. I'd like to address the board as a parent tonight. I've already emailed each of you about some concerns I have as president of the FEA, and I hope you've all had time to read those comments prior to your closed session. Right now, as a parent, I'm concerned about the possible changes in the elementary lunch schedule. When my son has his next lunch in the cafeteria, it will have been 17 months since his last lunch in an FPS cafeteria. Historically, my children would come home from school with unopened items in their lunch, and they'd say they don't have enough time to eat it. The thought of giving him even less time is scary. Consider that next fall you'll have both your kindergarten and your first grade students that have never eaten in the cafeteria before and will need to learn that routine. Students like my son haven't eaten in a school in over 500 days. It is not going to be a smooth process, and even the current time might not be enough. My son and his little sister, who will be in kindergarten next year, both need physical movement and stimulation in their day. We had to install a swing set and tumbling mats in our house to make sure they had ample time for movement during COVID. I'm concerned that these possible lunch changes are paired with a reduction in recess, and perhaps what concerns me the most is there's no plan. As a parent, I should trust the district wouldn't make such changes without a detailed plan. But unfortunately, switching back to my hat as union president, I can tell you there is no plan. Our teachers are being asked to take a concession without an understanding of how it will be carried out. In the end, it'll be our students that suffer the most. I urge the district to reconsider trying to change these systems when next fall will be the first time our buildings have been near capacity since March of 2020. And if the district feels that strongly about changing, at least provide a comprehensive plan first. We shouldn't be shorting our students their lunchtime or their recess time. I know my kids need it. You can probably hear them in the background. They can't be the only ones. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's see. With that, I'm going to ask if there's any more public comment, if you can just refresh one more time. Thank you. Public comment is now closed. Moving into the request for closed session, is there a motion?
Oh, let me do it.
Ms. Heinrich?
Okay, I got the right one now. Okay, I move that the Board of Education move to closed session pursuant to Section 8C, Collective Bargaining Strategy of the Open Meetings Act, Public Act 267 of 1976.
Support.
That was moved by Ms. Heinrich and supported by Ms. Smith. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, we are now in closed session for the public's notice. We will be returning from the closed session for the purposes of adjournment only. No further business will be conducted. Thank you, everyone.